7 Types of Negotiation. In everyday life, recognizing the type of negotiation required in a given situation allows you to choose the most effective approach. Whether you're haggling at a market, working out differences in your relationships, or making decisions with colleagues, understanding these negotiation styles can help you. Distributive negotiation. This type of negotiation is often seen as a win-lose scenario, where parties compete to claim the most value. Each side aims to maximize its share of limited resources. For example, distributive negotiation skills come into play when haggling at a flea market, bargaining for a better price on a car, or even negotiating a salary increase. Here, you aim to get the best possible deal for yourself while understanding that concessions might be necessary. Number 2. Integrative negotiation. In integrative negotiation, parties collaborate to create value and expand the proverbial pie rather than compete for a fixed share. The focus is on mutual gains and finding creative solutions. For example, planning a family vacation, working out a shared household chore schedule, or resolving conflicts in personal relationships are all examples of when integrative negotiation is advantageous. Here, it's about finding solutions that benefit everyone involved and strengthen relationships. Number 3. Compromise. Compromise involves both parties giving up something to reach a middle ground. It's a balance between distributive and integrative negotiation. For example, deciding on a restaurant with friends, sharing responsibilities in group projects, or settling disagreements with colleagues are situations where compromise is handy. You're looking for solutions that meet both parties' needs to some extent. Number 4. Avoidance. Sometimes, avoiding or sidestepping a negotiation is the best strategy when the potential for conflict outweighs the benefits of reaching an agreement. For example, when you choose not to engage in a heated argument with a colleague, agree to disagree with a friend on a contentious topic, or decide not to pursue a negotiation with a problematic neighbor, you're using avoidance. Number 5. Collaborative negotiation. Collaboration involves open and honest communication. It's about finding solutions that satisfy both parties' interests and building long-term relationships. For example, collaborative negotiation is invaluable in personal relationships. It's used when discussing long-term life goals with a partner, resolving family conflicts, or negotiating with a business partner where trust and mutual respect are crucial. Number 6. Mediation. Mediation involves a neutral third party facilitating communication and negotiation between conflicting parties to help them reach a resolution. For example, while you may not mediate every day, it's beneficial in situations where conflicts seem insurmountable. Consider mediation for family disputes, neighborhood issues, or workplace conflicts when a neutral intermediary can guide the process. Number 7. Arbitration. In arbitration, a neutral third party makes a binding decision based on the arguments and evidence presented by the parties involved. For example, although less common daily, arbitration may be used when settling legal disputes, such as disputes with contractors or resolving disagreements over contracts. Recognizing the type of negotiation required in a given situation allows you to choose the most effective approach. As you embark on your journey to become a negotiation pro, remember that setting objectives is your first and essential step. It's the foundation upon which you'll build your negotiation strategy and work towards achieving mutually beneficial outcomes. Next, we'll help you craft objectives that pave the way for successful negotiations in all aspects of your life. Click the link below and come inside now.